our parents or our G-moms, our grandmoms, our grandparents, how they did things, that they were very firm with us in what they did, and it didn't feel like love at the time, but we come to understand that it was nothing but what? Nothing but love. Right? That's tough love. But I'm not even going to go that route today, y'all. We're not going that way with tough love. I'm not even talking about the tough love that we should have for one another sometimes, where we have to speak the truth in love, and even though somebody may not want to hear it, we know that they need to hear it, that's tough love too. Now, that's not the love that I'm thinking about, not when I look at the text. I want to talk about this tough love from this perspective. That the love of God is so strong, so mighty, so formidable, so consistently. It's not flexible. It's not a soft, puppy, pacified, pampering love, but it is indeed a perfecting love. That I want to talk about a strong love. Man, I want to talk about a strong love. I don't want to talk about a fuzzy love. I don't want to talk about the chocolate candy and red roses kind of love. I'm looking at the text here, and Jesus mentions over and over again about this love, and there's nothing fuzzy about it. It's nothing temporary about it. It's not a good feeling about it. But the love of God that he's dealing with here is a strong, perfecting love. And what that means is when we get swallowed up today, like I hope we do, I pray we do, when we get swallowed up with how much he loves us, there won't be an area in our lives, there won't be one spot in our lives, not one circumstance in our lives that will be fearing. There won't be any area that will make us a withdrawal from where God has led us to. In other words, his love, here's what Paul says, cast out all fear. So listen to this. If I really today get blown away by the love of God and how much he loves me and how strong his love is, so that like Paul says in Romans 8, I can't even be separated from his love. It's like gorilla glue together. It ain't going nowhere. It's always with me, and it's so in abundance. When I really get swept off my feet about that, then I don't have to worry about paying my bills. Then I don't have to worry about what's happening on my job or the promotion that I should have got that I didn't get. And I don't have to worry about the fact that I live in an efficiency and not a two-bedroom. Because the love of God has a way of what? Casting out what? All fears. That's what I want for you today. He's given it to me already. I want you to know that there's challenges in front of all of us, and the thing that's going to get us through every trial, every temptation, every test, everything that we've got to go through is being swallowed up about how much God truly loves me. Yeah. Because he loves me, I have nothing at all to fear. Nothing. I don't have to worry about them. No, I don't have to try to hold on to folks. I don't have to try to hold on to things. I don't have to try to fit into somebody else's conversation. I don't have to invite myself to your party. Come on. Talk back. What's happening in the text is Jesus is on his way to the cross. These boys don't know what to do. They can't make heads from tails. They are riddled and filled with fear. Because Jesus is really close to going to the cross. It's only a few days now, and they know it, and he spoke about it. So he told us earlier last week, abide in the vine. Don't go nowhere. When I go to the cross, go with me to the cross. Because when you go with me to the cross, you'll also go with me in the resurrection. All right, so he said, abide with me. And then he talks about this. I want you to know, boys, how much the Father loves you. Yeah. And he says it in order to calm their fears. Because they don't know what's going to happen next. If Jesus is going to be crucified, then what will happen to us? And Jesus reminds them of that. He says, you know that a servant is not greater than his master. And if they hated me, if they're going to crucify me, if they're going to mock me, if they're going to laugh at me, if they're going to put me on Front Street, if they're going to throw shade on me, then you already know what they're going to do to you. I mean, look, listen, you know, it's good that we can sit on these comfortable chairs, man, and say hallelujah about that, but they were nervous. They were filled with this fear. And Jesus says, well, I wanted to calm your fears. He says, I told you this ahead of time so that you'll know, but I also want to tell you one other thing so that you'll know. The Father loves you so much that you won't have any of those things to fear. How many know that's good news? That's no good news, man. Oh my goodness. I know I will not be able to preach this the way I feel it, but I'm telling you right now, just get swept off your feet about the tough love of God. I'm talking about the kind of love that doesn't acquiesce, the kind of love that doesn't bend or break, the kind of love that is consistently, always permanent, yours. So he says, boys, I'm leaving, but I'm going to leave you in charge. What are you going to leave us in charge with? Guess what he left them in charge with? I want you to be in charge of this one thing. Make sure that you're loving one another.